Hi guys. Excuse me, I choked myself. I'm so excited. Welcome. How are ya? What? Oh my goodness gracious, you guys. Who's ready to jump into the lake tonight? I know I am. Oh my goodness gracious. What? We'll have to stop that. No soup for my son. So, hi guys, how are you? You good? I know I am. Most part I am. All right, how beautiful is this lake sunset? I know. Hi, Debbie McLeod, how are you? Hi, Paritha Nair, how you doing? Hi, Katie Von Cobb. Welcome, you guys. All right. So my name is Artist Nicole, and I own Artful, Maine. So for you guys, hello Pat Berg and Angie Richardson and Nancy Sanfilippo. Woo! All right, so tonight, that's what we're going to do, you guys. We are going to jump off our little dock, and we are going to go swimming in the lake sunset. And for those you guys that don't know me, my rules are absolutely simple. You guys eat, you drink, you have a fabulous time at home, and that's it. Hello, Evelyn. How you do? And other than that, I have no rules. So what I mean by that is you guys can follow along with me and paint this beautiful lake sunset. Or if you feel the need to jump in there and pull that creativity out of your you-know-what, you guys go for it, okay? If you want to put your grandmother skinny dipping in the lake, you go for it because it's your world. And art is what makes your heart happy, people. Yeah! All right, my darlings. So let's get started. So already I took the liberty of, I painted your guys. Cold here. How you do? Cold here in Minnesota. Oh gosh. I took the liberty of pouring your paint tonight, okay? All right. And super easy. Tonight we've got yellow, okay? We got white. We got a little dollop of red right there. Got some orange. Blue, your favorite blue, black, and white. And that's it. That's all it takes to make this gorgeous, gorgeous painting. I know, right? It's shocking. All right, you guys, so let's get to it. The first thing that we are going to do, okay, is everybody is going to grab their big boy. Hello, Kelly Staples with my titmos. I love you. All right. And so Kelly sent me this beautiful mug this week that had this little innuendo that said nice titmos on it. But basically it said nice tits. And I got it in the mail and didn't know who it was from. I'm like, well, thank you. But it's all the birds I talk about. But anyways, you little guys don't need to hear that. So, everybody is going to grab their big boy, okay? And tonight, we are going to call this guy the Loch Ness Monster. Why? Because that's who lives in my lake. Lochy, Nessie. All right. And what we're going to do, you guys, is everybody is going to take their Nessie. And the first thing you guys are going to do is you're not going to take your Nessie. You're going to take your medium brush. Okay? And the medium brush, I made a boo-boo. And I'm going to name this one Evelyn after my grandma. Sorry, Nana. Okay. All right. So what you guys are going to do do with my grandma, Nana Evelyn, right? She's up there rolling up and she's like gonna kick my butt up in heaven. All right, so first thing you guys are gonna do is you're gonna create that beautiful horizon line in black, okay? And what I want you guys to notice is that the horizon line is closer to the bottom, okay? Is that even? Yeah, I think it is. All right, so we have this beautiful horizon line right here, right hither. All right, so hello, you happy face. So basically, it's about a third of the way up. Can you guys see that? That is your gorgeous horizon line. Okay? Super duper easy. Now we're going to give Nana a bath because she's dirty. Sorry, Nana. Okay? Oh, Nana. And she is going to, we're going to, I'm sorry, let me collect myself. We're going to, we're going to grab our Nessie. Okay, here we go. And what I'm going to have you guys do with Nessie, okay, is you're going to double dip. One side yellow and the other side white, okay? So double dip your Nessie. One side yellow and the other side white, just like that. And what you guys are going to do is you are going to stroke that Nessie back and forth just like this, only going about an inch down. Okay? Just about an inch. Just like that. All right? And what I want this to be is I want this to be a really pale yellow because we're far, far away from the sun. Okay, we're far, far away from the sun. So it's not going to be a bright yellow, just a nice pale yellow, just like that. Look at that. All right, okay, so just like that, you guys. Easy peasy pumpkin pie, right? All right, now what you're going to do is you're going to wipe off that Nessie on your paper towel. You're not going to wash it. You're just going to wipe it off. Grab a tiny hint of orange on the corner and watch this. Boom. We're going to slap the side of that canvas. Slap it just like that. Okay, wipe off your brush and you're just going to pull a little bit of that orange in the top. Look at that. So we have a slight bit of orange up there too. Okay, you can barely see it, but that's all right. We want this sky to have some beautiful dimension and depth. Look at that. Oh, baby. Pull that right through the top of the sky. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Who's your sky? Who's your sky? Okay? And that's the top of our canvas right there. If you need to lighten it up a little bit, all you do is you stroke in a little yellow, just like that. Give her a little stroke. Give her some stroke and some poke. Okay? Look at that. Beautiful. That's step number 1. Step number 2, because we put the horizon line in. Okay. Then you're going to wash off your Nessie, because he's dirty. All right? Give him a good bath. Nessie, what you been doing? Okay. Now, the next thing we're going to do. Hello, Heather Brooking. How you doing, girl? Hello, Skimmer from Ooga Ooga Ooga. How you do? Okay. Then you're going to grab a clean Nessie. And what I'm going to have you guys do is soak that guy up in yellow. Can you see that? Straight up yellow. Just like that. Yellow-bellied sap sucker. Okay? Evelyn replied to Kelly. All right? And what you guys are going to do is you're going to start right about here. You're going to take that straight up yellow, okay? And you're going to bring it right into that light color. Look at that. Look at that, yeepy deepy. And you want there to be a distinct color difference between this and this. However, you don't want it to be that perfect, okay? So you're going to take that yellow up on both the sides and work it in. Look at that. What? Oh yeah, it's that easy. Oh, that's a mighty lot of yellow. That's okay. That's what it's supposed to be. You're all right. Okay? Hello, Penny Moore from London, Ontario. Hello, Link is too special. I like that name, Linkus. Okay, there you go. Now, the next thing I'm going to have you guys do, you're going to take your Nessie. You're going to give him a good bath, okay? Clean him right off. Nessie, don't you bite my toes while I'm skinny dipping. I don't like that. Okay. Now the next thing I'm going to have you guys do is you are going to load that brush up with your orange. Okay? Just with your orange. And what you're going to do is we're going to start right about here. Okay? Right about there. And you guys are going to stroke in that orange just like this. Back and forth. Now, a painting is never finished, you guys, until we paint our top, our sides, and our bottom. Okay? So what you guys are going to do is as you're painting this, you're going to bring it around the sides, okay? Just like this. Just like I forgot to do with my yellow. All right, so let me do that now. Here we go. Well, we got a little orange on there. That's okay. Orange, you're glad that we mixed orange and yellow. There we go. Okay. So while this yellow is still wet, we're going to take this orange. We're going to work it in. And what I am going to have you guys do is I'm going to have you bring that orange right up into that yellow. Look at that. Okay? Work that orange right up into that yellow, just like this. In on this side, while that yellow is still wet. Okay? You're just going to pull it in like this. Look at that. We're not thinking. We're not overworking. We're just kissing that canvas with that brush, with that Nessie. Bringing it in. Look at that. Stroking it. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Look at that. Okay? And there you go. Look at that. How beautiful is that? What? Oh, I know it. It's like a Christmas miracle, isn't it? Like a little tequila sunrise. Okay? Is that orange or red? Well, this is orange, honey. Okay? It's just straight up orange. All right? It might look a little red on the camera, but no, it is orange. Okay? And when I bring it up into that yellow on both sides and work it in, that yellow still has to be wet. Okay? And you just kind of stroke it in, just like this. Okay? Just like that. And then what I'm going to do is, if I'd like, okay, I can bring a little yellow up in here. All right, the top of that orange, I can bring a little yellow in there just to create a little contrast in the sky. Because the worst thing you guys can do is you don't want to create a lifesaver sky, okay? You know what it looks like when you open a pack of lifesavers and you get one color and then the next? Well, that's not how light works. All right, so you're going to pull that orange right into the yellow. Look at that. Yes, sir. I love it. I love it, I said. Okay. Now, what you guys are going to do next, okay, if you like, while that orange is still red, you can grab a tiny bit of red on your brush. Tap it there. and tap it there. Okay? So you're going to tap it both sides with red. Wipe off that brush. All I did was wiped it off. And you're just going to pull a little bit of that red in through the sides of the sky towards the bottom. See that? Gorgeous. Look at that. That's it, right? Whiskey tasting. Quite the contrast. Afternoon, I'm going to whiskey tasting. Good for you, girl. That's what I like to hear. All right. And if you would like to go a little further down with that orange, okay, we can go a tiny bit further down, just like that. Okay, because I realized my orange was a little high. And the one thing I'm not doing, you guys, is I'm not making like this straight, perfect line, am I? No, sirree, I'm not, okay? Look at the bottom there. See how perfectly imperfect that is? That's how I want to keep that, okay? Perfectly imperfect, so that when I work the other color in, it's not going to come straight up to there, okay? So there we go. Look at that. Whew! I know, I'm almost ready to put on my knickers and jump in that lake, that's for sure. I remember when I was a little girl, we had a camp on Moosehead Lake. And gosh, was it cold. But it didn't matter when you're a kid. You ever notice that? When you're a kid, it doesn't matter. You can jump in the water in any temperature. And you get a little older and forget about it. It's a little bit different. Okay, since I went down a little further, I'm going to pull a little bit more red in. Down there, so I can have the red towards the bottom. And there we go. Look at that. Gorgeous. All right. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to grab my beautiful Loch Ness Monster. Okay? This guy right here. I'm going to grab him. And I'm going to start off with my dark blue. Okay? But what I want to do first, actually, I fibbed to you. Hold on. Because what I want to do first is I want to make sure that that entire sky is gray. Sneakers in the lake. I don't blame him, man. You never know what's on the bottom. Your mama was smart, Deb McLean. All right, you guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our handy dandy hair dryer. You guys are going to dry this on. Make sure all that red and orange is nice and dry. Woo-wee! All right. Now, once you get this all dry, okay, this would be the point where you could say, maybe I want a little bit more yellow in my sky. Or maybe I want a little more orange in my sky, okay? Now, I think that I'd like a little more yellow. Why? Because that's how I feel. That's what I feel like. So all I'm going to do is grab my Loch Ness Monster, right? And pull in a little more yellow. All right? I'm not doing a perfect line. I'm just basically with a very light touch, okay? That's the key there. Very light touch. All right? You're just barely kissing that canvas with that brush. You're just bringing in more color. Look at that. Ooh, I like me some yellow. Yeah, baby. See that? Ooh, maybe I'd like to bring some yellow down here. Okay. All right, why not? You guys, it's your world, right? Bring a little yellow down there. Okay? You can do whatever you want because this is your sky. This is your perfect world. You see what I'm saying? And sometimes the most beautiful things happen when you don't listen to me. You know? Remarkable things can happen. I'm going to bring a little bit more orange up because that's a little bit too much contrast there. And there we go. Look at that. This is where you make the sky your own. All right? You do you. This is where you get fancy in the sky. Okay, maybe I'll pull a little yellow in here. Gorgeous. All right? There you go. Right? There's no rules. There's no one saying our sky has to look a certain way. No siree. This is no paint by number class. Okay? And there you go. That's my perfect sky tonight. Now, the next thing I'm going to have you guys do is I'm going to have you take your clean Nessie. All right? Dry it off so you don't get the dripsies. And we are going to start... Ooh, got a little paint on my hands. We're going to start right at that horizon line, okay? Right above that horizon line. And we're going to bring in a line of blue, just like this. Okay, we're going right above that horizon line, just like that. Okay, as close to it as we can. We're grabbing that blue, and you guys are going to stroke in that blue. Just like this, okay? And I always find the first time I stroke in my blue, it never looks quite perfect, all right? But that's all right. That doesn't bother me, okay? So I'm going to bring in my blue just like this, okay? Add a second coat, just like that. Don't worry if you go over the black line a little bit. That's okay. There we go. Okay. And now what I'm going to have you guys do is I'm going to have you take a little bit of blue on one side and a little bit of white on the other. Okay. A little bit of blue and a little bit of white. See that? Blue and white. Not too much white, but just a little bit. And what you're going to do is you're going to work this, okay, right into that orange. Look at that. Work that gently right into that orange. Okay, I'm not stopping at the orange. I'm just working it in. Okay, there we go. Boop, boop, boop. And boop, boop, boop. Okay, look at that. You say boop, boop, boop. You then make it come out better. Or whatever noise you want to. Okay? Can you see that? So you're not stopping at any sort of line, because in the real world, there are no lines in the sky that are exact. You're going to bring that blue and white right up to here. Work it into that orange or red or whatever color you want, just a little bit on both sides. Okay? There. Look at that. Beautiful. What is the size of the brush? Bop, bop, bop. That's right, 20 years. Bop, bop, bop. Just blue, honey, until, Wendy Donaldson, until you get about here. And then you're going to use blue and white. Okay? Right at the top here, you're going to use a little blue and white. Okay? Because basically when we bring in that sun, this is where that light is going to concentrate. So this is just blue. And then when we get to the top, we're mixing blue and white. Okay? There you go. Now, while that blue is still wet, what I'm going to have you guys do, and be very, very careful about this, okay? This much black, tiny, tiny bit, just this much, okay? And what you're going to do is you're just going to put a dot of black on both sides like that. And you're going to pull some black, some dark into here, okay? Now, not too much, just a tiny, tiny bit. Just to darken up that blue towards the horizon line. Okay, can you see what I did? Yeah, baby. All right. It's late here in England. Hello, Lowe's Page. Top of the morning to ya. Thank you for joining me from England, honey. Okay, and we're just going to pull in a little bit more blue there. There we go. So that blue is nice and dark and wonderful. And there we go. There's the bottom of that sky. Thank you, Laura Perry. I resemble that remark. Okay? And when you guys get to this point, your sky is finished. All right? What I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you hair blow dry this off, or whatever. Use a blow dryer. Dry off that blue. Okay, because sometimes, just my blue, probably not your blue, but sometimes when it's dry, it looks like it needs another coat. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to wipe off my Nessie, load up that dark blue. Look at that. Ooh, yeah, baby. And I'm going to give this another coat. Why? Because this is my favorite color, blue. And don't I love it to be nice and deep and rich? Oh, yes, sir. There we go. Now we're talking. Look at that. Thanks from Egypt. Wow. Oh, my goodness, Nelda Sanders. How you doing, honey? I've always wanted to see the Great Sphinx in Egypt. That's so cool. Thank you for joining me from Egypt, baby. All right. Now, okay, I love watching her paint it all come together so I don't get discouraged when I do it myself. Oh, wow, there you go, girl. Okay, so here is my gorgeous lake sky all together. All right. Now, what I'm going to have you guys do next. Next, we're going to focus on our water. Help, a huge dog is blocking my view. Woof, woof. And there's drool involved. Uh-oh. That's not ever a good thing. Okay. Now, the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to have you guys take your medium brush. Here comes my grandmother again, Evelyn. All right? Evelyn, say, maybe she's on it. I hope so. Why do I call my paintbrush Nessie, says Andrea Rossi. Well, honey, you know what? Every night I come up with a name for my brush. Why? Because I like to. And oftentimes I forget the names. And everybody laughs about that, which you know what I mean. But I don't know. It just keeps me interested. Because when I'm by myself at home, I get a little bored. So I gotta entertain myself. Okay, so what I'm gonna have you guys do next, okay? We are gonna double dip. We're gonna double dip our brush with orange and yellow. Orange and yellow, okay? And we are gonna go right under that black horizon line, yellow side up, just like this. Watch this. Okay, right underneath that horizon line. Now, don't worry if you go over the horizon line because we're going to be making little mountains later. Okay? So it does not matter if these are perfect. All right? Well, oh, got a little blue on there. That does matter. Okay. There we go. Okay? So orange and yellow, just like that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to grab your Nessie. Little bit of orange, a little bit of yellow. Little bit of orange and a little bit of yellow together. Okay, why can't I rewind and start from the beginning? Well, you can't do that. I don't know who's asking that question. You can't do that now because I'm actually live. See, this is me, right? I'm scratching my nose in the real world, all right? But once it's all finished and I download it immediately to my Facebook page, you'll be able to rewind, honey, okay? And when I put it on my YouTube, you can rewind then too, all right? I'm really scratching my nose. Ooh, it's itching. Okay. Now, what I'm going to have you guys do next is you are going to stroke it to the left and stroke it to the right. Okay? Not too much, but just a little bit. Just about an inch. All right? With this yellow and orange. Okay? Look at that. Beautiful. There's our first thing. All right? And then what you're going to do is you're going to come in with that full-on orange. All right, start right about here. And you're going to actually start right at the bottom with that full-on orange, okay? You're going to load her up, buttercup. Start right at the bottom, and you're going to work your way all the way up to that yellow and orange you put at the top, okay? So full on orange from the bottom, work your way up to the top, okay? Just like this. And then we're stroking, and we're poking, okay? Just like this. Nice and wet. We want it nice and wet for the next step. Okay, I'm going to take my brush. I'm not even washing it off. I'm going to grab some red on it. Slap one side like that. Grab some red. Slap that side like that. Okay, wipe off my brush on my paper towel. Get most of that red off your brush. And you are going to work that red in just like this. Nice, gentle touches. Okay? Right at the bottom of the lake. Look at that. Woo! Look at that. And then you're just going to pull it through. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Okay? I love that technique. It's a nice, easy technique to add some color at the bottom without too much hassle. I swear my brain is only half engaged today. And that's okay, you guys, because you know that's just about normal. Okay? And there we go, you guys. Here is your entire background. How excited are you? I know it. Woo! It's exciting. All right. Now, what you're going to do next is you are going to make sure that this part of your painting right here, this part is 100% dry. Because what I'm going to have you guys do is I'm going to have you bring in your sun. You're just perfect. Oh, thank you, Mary Ellen Dudley. I love ya. Did I have the littles this weekend? No. I know. I wish I could use that as an excuse. No, but I think this is day 6 that I've had shows. And I had one this morning. I double dipped. So I'm like, woo! But that's okay. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to have you guys do, you're going to grab that medium brush. You're going to grab my Nana right by the horns. Okay? Evelyn. We're going to load her up with white. And you guys are going to come in and right on this transition line between blue and red, or blue and orange, you're going to make your sun. Now, remember this, okay? Whenever you create a circle or whenever you create a sphere, you always want to start small because they naturally grow as you turn them into a circle. You can always make them smaller, but you can never make them, no. You can always make them bigger, but you can never make them smaller. So always start out with a small sun. Okay, so here we go, just white. What I'm going to do right on this transition line is I'm going to draw out my sun. Okay, look at this. See that? There it is. Here comes the sun. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Here comes the sun, and I say. All right, well, see, every time I look at this, and when I'm not looking at it and it's facing the camera, I make an egg instead of a circle. Hold on one second. Okay, there we go. That looks more like a sun. Little less like a dinosaur egg. Okay, and then when you guys get done carving it out, you are going to paint it in a circular motion. Can you guys see that? Beautiful. You guys, look at that. Can we replay this? Absolutely. Absolutely, Dad. You just have to wait, honey, until the live is over, which I'm thinking tonight will be done probably by 9, maybe even 8:45. Okay? So you just wait till it's over, girl. Then you can be kind and rewind. All right, you guys. And guess what? Once you get that sun in there, you have successfully made it to halftime. Wah! Okay, you guys go make your bladder gladder. Stand up, stretch those bones, stretch your whatever you need to stretch. Ooh, okay, and I will see you guys in 4 minutes. Mwah! Good Lord, I don't know if I came back early or not. I wasn't timing myself, so I get the shame finger. All right, you guys, so this is where you get my halftime speech, okay? So it might be hidden as I'm casting this to my TV for my daughter. Ooh, I don't know. Oh, why thank you, Pamela. It's nice seeing you, honey. I love the names that I see over and over again. So halftime speech. One thing that makes my heart so happy is, if you guys can, oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to pin my tip thing. Thank you, honey. I totally forgot that. If you guys would like to leave me a tip, you can, but you are not obligated to. Just don't look up my nose when I get this close to the camera. You know what I'm saying? So if you'd like to leave a tip, I just put the tip link on there. Okay? So one thing I love is when you guys send me your pictures. And I was getting so many that I created this Facebook group for you guys to share all your artwork. Okay? And when I receive your artwork, I still post it on the page. I share it with the group. But if you'd like to join the group, right on my Facebook page, Artful Nights Maine, whoop, whoop, with Artist Nicole, okay? Join the group, and right at the top, there's a thing that says Events and Group. You hit the group, you join the group, and download all of your beautiful artwork. And then you guys can share it with each other, okay? That's fun. I love being the point person, but I also love it when you guys get to meet each other and share your beautiful creations, okay? All right, now, the other thing is I have a bag of Cheeto Paws. I'm ready for your speech. Oh, good girl. Preetha. Let me just tell you, hello, Deb Wilson story. I love me some Cheetah Paws. Okay, you guys, so the next painting that we're going to be doing this Sunday, or next Sunday, God, you got me all the clip talking about those Cheetah Paws. This is the Goldfinch house, okay? This is one of my originals, so I kind of like it, right? Nobody ever paints the goldfinches. Oh, you're welcome, Katrina. Okay, so there you go. This is going to be next Sunday. All right, and I hope you all join in. Paint yourself some goldfinches. Or you can paint yourself some purple finches. Or if there's any other color finches. I don't know if there is. But anyways, all right, this one is going to be next Sunday, 7 o'clock. Same thing, yellow finches. I know, right? Me too. I just did my bird feeders. Right? You love the birdhouse. Oh, good, honey. Yes, a little rustic guy. Awesome. So you join me next Sunday, okay? All right. Now, who's ready to get back to this lake? I know I am. I'm all ready to take a dip right into the sunshine right here. Okay. So now, what we've done is we've created our water. We've created our sky. The next thing that we're going to do is we are going to create our mountains. And our mountains are not that... Oh, you know what I need? I need another paper towel. I'll be right back. I got a little crazy with my paper towel. A little wipey. Problem is I didn't get the brownies. You know what I'm saying? It really does matter. You gotta get those bounties, not those dollar store paper towels. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to have you guys do is everybody's going to grab their teeny weeny brush. All right? Okay? I like to call this guy the tit mouse, but it almost got me in trouble when I got the nice tits mug. All right. And what you guys are going to do with your little brush, your little titty, is You're going to load it up with black. Thank you, Carrie. You're awesome. Okay? And you're going to go right underneath this line, just like this. So right underneath that transition line. Okay? We made that. Whoop. All right, Nikki. Turn it. Do it careful like. Okay? So right underneath this transition line. So that's why I said it's okay if you go over it just a little bit. Okay? There we go. You're going to remake your horizon line, but this time you're going to do it right below the original one. That way, if we had any goobers on the transition between orange and blue, it doesn't matter. Okay? There you go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay? Just like this. And then, let me show you these mountains up close so you can see what they look like. Can you see how you've got just these little lines for the mountains? Okay? The worst thing that you can do is make Sally the camel had 5 humps because it doesn't work that way in nature. All right? So what you're going to do, you like the butterflies? Well, good, Dana Cameron, because guess what, honey? Because all you guys were so excited about my butterflies I had up there, I didn't even realize I put them up there. I decided on Mother's Day, I'm going to do a special Facebook Live on Mother's Day, which is Sunday, and we're going to be doing the butterflies. So you can do it with your mother, for your mother, okay? So Sunday, my love. Okay, now what you guys are going to do next is you're going to take this brush, all right? I'm a Londoner and I just love your accent, but for a moment I thought you said goldfish house. Oh. That's like the cheetah paws. Oh, honey, that's okay. That's all right, girl. The goldfish like to swim out in my house. Okay, so here we go. So what you guys are going to do is you're going to come in and you're going to carve out those mountains. Okay, and remember what I said. Sally the camel didn't have 5 humps, okay? So they're all going to be wiggly and jiggly and perfectly imperfect. See that? Yeah, baby. That's what I like. I like a perfectly imperfect mountain. Okay, we'll put a little, this one will be a little taller. Why? Just because? Because the other ones were shorter. Okay, you're going to carve out that whole mountain range all the way across there. Look at that. Woo-wee. There's my Sierra Nevadas, right? Okay, I'll put a little guy right here. And all I'm doing is I'm just wiggling out my brush. Look at that. That's right. Goodness gracious, Boulder, Colorado's got nothing on my little wiggle hand. Okay? And there is my entire mountain range. All right? You forgot about Sally the camel. Uh-oh, Pamela Jones. Okay? So there you go, honey. Can I see your brush? Please and thank you. Sure, Jenmina. So this is my detail brush that I'm using to carve it out. For me, the most important brush in my arsenal is my detail brush. I love to have a nice, fine detail brush. Okay? That when I have a good detail brush, I can do anything. All right? So that is what I just used, my love, to carve out those things. And all I did was I wiggled it. Okay? Okay, but that's what I did, honey. All right? Just wiggled it out so my mountains would be nice and rough. Okay, my love? And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my medium brush, grab a little bit of black on my tip. All right? Just the tip. And I'm going to paint in my mountains. Okay? All these mountains, all the way down to that black line. All the way across. Easy peasy pumpkin mountain range, right? There we go. Just like that. We're painting them in. Okay? Make sure you don't go across that horizon line like I just did. All right. Oh, yeah. Oh, remaking the horizon line. Okay? But you're going to repaint those guys in just like this. All right? There. Look at those mountains. Bet you want to hike them, don't ya? I know I do. Whew. No, actually I don't. My son took me hiking a few times and he damn near killed his mother. You know what I'm saying? That young little whippersnapper. I'm like, oh. He's like, Mama, come on, be tough. I'm like, ah! That's all right, though. He's a good boy. All right, there we go. And there's that one. Awesome. Now we got a nice mountain range, huh? Yes, we do. I tell you what. Now, if any of your mountains are looking too similar, okay, then what you're going to do, oh, let me see here. Watch this. I don't want it to look too similar. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this mountain up a little. Now he looks different than his sister mountain on the other side. Okay? See that? That's all you got to do. No worries. Don't have to worry about it. Okay, look at that. There you go. Change your up, Buttercup. You're all right. Okay? There we go. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay? Your son and my nephew could be twins. Well, they look alike, or does he make you hike too, Deb? What is it? Okay. Now, the next thing that you guys are going to do, you're going to wash off my Nana brush. All right? That medium brush of yours. Because what we're going to do is, and what I'm going to have you do real quickly is I'm going to have you dry off those mountains with your hair dryer. So that way, just in case we don't get any of that black in our beautiful, what do you call this thing right here? Reflection. Okay, so I'll have you dry off the mountain. Dry off the mountains. Here we go. Woo, baby. Yeah. Okay, especially in this area. Well, she's pretty dry, but now, give her a little more. There we go. Okay. Because the worst thing in the world is to get to this point and then you go to bring in that beautiful reflection in the water and you get a little black in there. Oh, doesn't that drive me crazy? Okay. So the next thing that we're going to do is you guys are going to take your medium brush. All right? You're going to make sure it's nice and clean because you don't want any black on it. We're going to dip it in our paint water and squeeze it out just like this. You think my mountains are too high. No such thing, Paulina Robertson McKenna. Don't you worry about it, girl. You just pretend you're in the Colorado Rockies. You'll be all right. Okay? So I'm taking my medium brush, I'm squeezing it out so it's nice and flat like this. Okay? And I'm going to grab a little bit of yellow and a little bit of white on that brush. So a little bit of yellow and a little bit of white. Okay, and I'm going to be using it like this. And when you go to bring in the reflection on the water, okay, this beautiful sunlight right here, the worst, well, not the worst, but it'll look funky. You want to make sure that you're constantly following the horizon line, okay? You don't want to do this. You don't want to do that. You want to follow that horizon line. Okay, just like that. So a little bit of yellow, little bit of white on that brush. See? Yellow, white, yellow, white. All right, you're going to go right below that sun. And here you go. You're going to start like this. Start with just a line. Okay, that lets you know where that reflection starts. And then what you're going to do very gently, okay, is you are just going to stroke in this reflection. Look at this. You're going back and forth just like that. All right. Aw, see the lake. See, you got to tell you Jane Chipster. You got to tell Colleen that because she thinks her mountains are too high. Okay, reload my brush and very gently I'm just going to come in. I'm following that horizon line, going back and forth, making sure that those lines are not even. Okay, you don't want nice even lines because that'll look weird because that's not how light works. All right, see that? I'm going to reload again. And basically, I'm going to come down. Look at this. Whew, whew, shoo. Oh, that's too even. Okay. And you're going to bring it down to about this point. Okay. About to that point. However, you're going to fill in the whole thing. All right. That's right, Chipster. There's no such thing as too high. Okay, there we go. All right, and you're just flattening out that brush, bringing in that reflection just like this, following the horizon line. Whoop-a-doop-a-doo. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit more yellow because I want it to be a little bit darker. Okay, so I'm going to bring in a little bit more yellow in it. But basically, my hand is working like a printer. Okay, see that? Just like a printer. And I'm bringing it down into that water. Okay, and then I'm just letting it fade away. There, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, bringing in more yellow. Look at that. There. Ooh. Okay, just like that. All right, and I'm all finished when it looks like this. Okay? Now, if it looks too yellow to you, all right, if it's standing out too much, which mine kind of is a little, all right, all you got to do is you got to just work a little orange into it. Tiny bit of orange on top. Okay? There you go. Look at that. Tone that down just a little. There. Ooh. There you go. All right? And then what I'm going to have you guys do, once that's all finished, I'm going to have you wash off your Evelyn brush. Okay, wash off my Nana. Grab a tiny bit of white on that brush. Just a tiny bit, a little bit of white on there. Nice and flat, okay? We're keeping it flat. You want her nice and flat, like just like this. Ooh, Ooh, nice. Oh, alligator's gonna get you. Alligator's gonna get you. No, just kidding. Okay? And you're just gonna work in a little bit of white at the top. Okay, just a little bit of white to tone it down just a little bit more. Act like those little sun tickles on the water. Tickle, tickle. Bring in a little white up there. Ooh, nice, happy reflection. Not too much. Yeah, look at that. All right. Here we go. Beautiful. Okay? Can you see that? Oh, she's getting gorgeous. She's getting mighty gorgeous. I think you guys are ready to jump in the lake. All right. So, once you guys get to this point, oh, the other thing is I can't always see all of my lighthouse. Oh, nice. I can't always see all my comments on the phone. However, you guys, after I'm all finished, I read through every single thing you guys write to me, okay? So write something cool. Okay. Now, once you get that reflection done, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to take that yellow, all right? Load her up on our Evelyn brush. All right. Oh, you are so welcome, Jackie Oust. Okay. And we're going to come in and we're going to paint in this sun. All right. We're going to load her up with yellow-bellied sapsucker, just like this. Okay. You're going to come in and you're going to paint in that sun, just like that. Okay. I'm cool. You're cool, Link is too special. Oh, okay, here we go. All right, and there we go. Okay, check that in. All right, and once you get all of that yellow in the white, if you'd like to take some white and highlight the top of that sun, all right? So you take a little bit of white and you highlight the outside and the top of that sun just like this. Okay, bring a little white in the middle if you'd like to. Woo, look at that. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Whose sun is that? All right, look at that. Here comes that sun. Doo-doo-doo-doo. All right. Okay, work that in, and there we go. There is our beautiful sun. All right, that little white in the middle makes it look a little like a nipple. I don't want that. All right, so there we go. We got a nice, gorgeous yellow sun. And look at this, you guys. Oh my gosh, right? You're getting all excited on this painting. I know, it's a wicked pretty painting. Okay. Now, the next thing that I'm going to have you guys do, okay, is we are going to do those beautiful trees on both sides, all right? And in order to do our trees, what I'm going to have you guys do is I'm going to have you grab that little titmouse, all right, your tiniest brush, just like this, all right? And what I want you guys to notice is both of these trees on both sides, okay? They come up, they're little, look at that, but they're dancing. You got dancing trees, all right? So what I don't want you guys to do, oh, I'm so glad Irene Von Holster and Coopers. I'm glad, Pumpkin. So what I want you guys to do is we are going to make those trees dance, okay? Just remember that, all right? So what we're going to do is I'm going to have you take your little titmouse. You're going to load it up with black, Okay, and here we go. You're going to start at the bottom, right? Not too far from the side. Here, I'm going to loosen up my black so this works a little better. Bum, bada, boom. Okay. Bottom to top, just like that. And you remember what I said about those trees dancing, right? Those are dancing trees, which means that they're not going to be straight. Okay? So look at that. There's your first line. Now, this sometimes is the hardest part because you guys are like, oh, I can't do it. I can't do it. Do it. Take a big, deep breath. Take that. Wiggle her up. Top to bottom. It's going to liberate you. I promise. Okay, and once you get that line in there, what you're going to do is you're going to go 3/4 of the way up, and you're going to go just like this, okay? You're going to start right at the top of that tree, and you're going to make it big as you get to the bottom. Look, okay? You're just going to widen her out, just like that. Look at that. Yippee skippy. Okay? And then grab that medium brush. Come on in. Fill her in. Fill all this in right here. Bloop. Just like that. And there is the main vein of that tree. There's your trunk. Okay, just like my trunk right here. Ooh, there's your trunk. There's the trunk of your tree. It looks like a little weather stick, doesn't it? Okay? Then what you guys are going to do, you're going to grab that little titmost again, flatten her out, all right? And I'm going to have you fork this tree, okay? So what we're going to do is you guys are going to fork your tree, just like that, okay? There's my little fork. We're going to fatten that little bad boy up, right? Looks just like a tine. See that? And then I'm going to have you guys come down here. We're going to give that tree a little arm, just like this. Okay? And always, right, what you guys are going to do is you're going to attach that arm to the tree. All right? Every single one of these arms have got to be a nice fluid motion. Okay? Motion in the ocean. We'll add another arm down here. Ooh-ah. Okay, make that noise. It'll come out better. Ooh-ah. Okay, see that? Woo, baby. Okay? Now, those are primarily the only arms on your tree. All right? Because oh, Nettie. Oh my God, don't you make me tear up. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry, baby. All right, so what you guys are gonna do next, okay? Now that you have the arms of this tree in there, all right, you are gonna come in and you're gonna do the tree fingers, okay, sweetie? You're going to do the tree fingers just like this. See that? Just like this. You know what, Miss Nettie? You send me your address, Sweet Pea, okay? You send me your address in a private message, and I will send you a painting. Okay, honey? I would love to do that. So tonight's painting, I will mail it to you. But Nettie, make sure you private message me your address. Okay, darling? All right. Okay, now what you're going to do next is you're going to bring in more tree fingers, okay, just like this. All right, just like that. And you're going to keep adding as many or as few of those tree fingers as makes your heart happy. Okay? Look at that. And the more tree fingers you add, the better. All right? Look at this. Gets her more interesting, doesn't it? Woo! Look at that. Okay? All right, we're going to add some fingers over here on that tree. Here we go. Beautiful, okay? And you guys are all finished. This is quite a simple tree, okay? This is quite a simple tree. Look at that. Boom, buckalaka. Okay, look at this. And there you go. That's about all there is to that side. See that? Beautiful. Okay, there's number one. Okay. Now, what you guys are going to do on the other side is you guys are going to take that little titmouse, okay? And you're going to load her up with black, okay? All right, and what you're going to do is you are going to start right at the bottom, and we are going to get this little bugger dancing to the top, just like this, okay? There we go again. Now again, we want these trees to be dancing. All right? Just like that. Get them nice and perfect, all right? Just like that. And then what you guys are going to do 3/4 of the way, you're going to come in just like this. All right? Here we go. Beautiful. Okay. Look at that. There's number 2. There's number 2 in that dancing tree. Okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to bring in our beautiful tree arms. Here we go. All right. And what you're going to do is you are going to come in. Here we go. Here's our first tree arm. See that? Okay, there's our first tree arm. Just like that. All right, we fork the other tree. Okay? 9 Buff Road, Bath, Maine. Oh, honey. Okay, you got it, sweet pea. Okay, I will send you this, honey. As soon as I am done tonight, I'm going to write to Nettie. I'm going to mail it to you, sweet pea. And I wish you a bunch of love, honey. Mwah. God bless you, sweet pea. Okay, all right. So, okay, so we're going to do that. And we're going to go over like this. We're going to add more little of those tree arms. Okay. Grab one here. There we go. Just nice, fun, little. There's that. Okay. One over here. Woo! And that's about all the tree arms we're going to add on this guy. All right? There you go. Now, again, we've got our trunk. We've got our arms. What comes next? Tree fingers. All right? So you guys are going to come in. You're going to add those little tree fingers just like this. And it's almost like these trees are coming in and they're wrapping around that beautiful sun, huh? Yes, sir. They're giving that little sun a hug. Okay? So don't put any of those tree fingers in front of your sun. Here we go. We're going to add as many or as few of those as makes your heart happy. Look at that. Beautiful. Ooh, these trees are doing the disco jam, aren't they? They are. Nothing I like more than a nice dancing tree. Okay, see that? Yeah, we'll add a few more. Why not? Okay? Now, if your tree is looking a little funky, okay? Now, what I tend to find when people do trees, all right, is they don't remember to attach those little arms to that tree. Okay? So make sure, Hans, that you attach your arms to the tree. And what I mean by that is sometimes when people do a tree limb, they just think it goes like this. Right? See that? No, no, no. That's not correct. What you want to do is you want to make sure that you attach that arm so it becomes part of the tree in a nice fluid motion. See that? Just like that. Beautiful. Okay, you guys. So, what we've done is we've carved out the skeletons of both of our trees. Okay? We got all our tree fingers in there. Our trees are dancing. They're doing the boogie jam. All right, if you need to fill in any more of that trunk, this is where we do it. And what I'm going to have you guys do next is you're going to take your handy dandy hairdryer and dry off. Whoops, geez and crow, what's going on with my hairdryer over here? Okay, you're going to dry off those trees. But the last thing we want is we don't want any of that black in our there we go. Beautiful. Okay, you guys. Now it is time for the finish line. This is where we're going to bring it all together. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. All right. So, what I am going to have you guys do, okay, is everybody is going to grab their Nana brush, all right, their medium brush. And what you guys are going to do with this, okay, is you guys are going to turn this brush into a woodpecker. A woodpecker, okay? See, what's a woodpecker do? He pecks, okay? So this is the motion that we're going to be using to do our tree, what do you call those things? Foliage, or the leaves, okay? So what you guys are going to do is I'm going to have you take your little pecker brush. You're going to grab a little bit of orange, okay? Yeah, watch my plate. You're going to grab a little bit of orange like this, okay? Boom, 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 boom. And you're going to grab a tiny bit of black, just a tiny bit, and you're going to peck them together, okay? So that you have like a nice dark brownish color. Can you see that? There it is. Okay, so you're pecking it together so you have a nice dark brownish color. Just like that. And that's going to be the foundation for the first layer of foliage. Okay? So here we go. Now, what I want you to do is make sure that you peck most of this paint off your brush, okay? So most of that paint off your brush. And when you do the foliage, okay, less is more on this one, all right? So here we go. I'm coming in. Woo, look at that. Okay. There we go. Here's my first little thing of foliage, okay? Look at that. Boom. Pecky, 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 boom, I'm done. Okay? And how this works is we're going to do layer upon layer, okay? I'm going to come in, get most of that paint off my brush. I'm turning my brush over. I'm not thinking. Okay, look at that. There we go. There's number 2. Okay? Definitely not thinking. I'm just pecking, all right? And if you need to make some more of that dark color, you're going to take a little orange and black. Look at this. Ooh, yeah. Okay, not too much paint on that brush. You want to make sure that there's barely any paint on that brush. And you're going to peck out another little dark section over here. Look at that. Ooh, yes, sir. Okay. There we go. There's number 3. All right. I'm going to come over here. Okay, hon? And I'm going to do some over here in this section. A little bit over there. A little bit of that brown on the underside. Okay. A little bit over there. And like I said, less is more. You don't want to get too peckerific in these trees because you want to be, this is like not the focal point of the painting, but it's just part of the painting, okay? And that's about all the brown I think I'm going to do. All right, just little sections. Maybe I'll put a little here. Boom, boom, boom. That's it. Okay? Beautiful. Now I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, okay? Here we go. I'm going to come in, right up in here. Tap most of that paint off my brush. Look at that. Here we go. Here comes another peckerific section. Oh, a little bit too much paint on that brush. So I want to thin her out. Okay, this is the only time you get to get right in there with that brush. Get in there hard. Okay, and you don't want to have too much. You want to be able to see through this almost. Look at that. Woo! Who's pecking? Who's pecking? Okay, there's that section. I'm going to grab a little bit more of that color. Come up in here. Okay, add that there. Grab a little more over here. Oh, it feels good to be peckerific, let me tell ya. See that? Okay, if you need to make a little more, that's okay. You make as many little piles as you need. But the biggest thing, as I said, is you're going to peck most of this paint off your brush before it even touches the canvas. Okay? There's that one there. Grab a little bit over here. Some over here. Get some of that in there. All right, look at that. Look at that little Buddha child. Nice, huh? Okay, nice little foundation. I'm going to grab a little more. Pick that out. Okay, a little bit over here. And like I said, most important thing, I know I keep repeating myself, call me Pete and repeat, but is that you want most of that paint right off your brush. Maybe I'll add a little bit more up here. Okay, see that? Beautiful. We got dirty, dirty trees. Okay. And now that you guys are the ultimate peckers, okay, I'm going to have you wash off that brush. Very little black. Yes. Black is naughty. Black loves to travel, okay? So when you use black, you use just a very little bit. Okay. Now you're going to wipe off that Nana. Get her nice and clean, all right? Spread her out just like this, okay? Now we're going to go in with the second layer of color, and that is going to be straight up orange, okay? You're going to take that orange. You're going to peck it on your plate, get most of that paint off your brush, and here we go. Here comes layer number 2. Okay, can you see that orange in there? Woo! You're going to come in, you're going to peck in that orange. Some of it is going to go right over the brown, and some of it is going to go in its own sections, okay? Look at this. Look. Boom. Boom. Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, see that? That's what I'm talking about. You're a good pecker now, okay? All right. We're going to add a little orange up there. Okay. A little bit on top of this. Look. Ooh, baby. Bring that orange out. Bring her out. Okay, even though it's a little hard to see in some of those orange spaces. Okay, we're going to bring that right on top of the brown. Here we go. Ooh, baby. Yes, sirree. Oh, that really shows up on the blue. Can you see that? Ooh, nice. Okay, come on in. Peck a little in here. All right, and on places where you don't have that brown, that's all right. Peck out that orange. Look, look, look. Peck out some orange. There we go. Okay, there's one side. See that? Beautiful. Now those trees are coming together, right? Stand back. You say, ooh, Don Whoopie, my trees are beautiful. Okay, now don't do truffle trees. You don't want to peck out little bushes, all right? Because trees are random. Okay, so there's that. There's one side. And now I'm going to peck out the other side. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm turning my brush. I'm not thinking. I'm just letting myself be a woodpecker. Okay, look at, ooh, yeah. Okay, the best thing you can do in this is not create patterns and not think. All right? Because what happens sometimes is people get in their heads and they're like, oh, I want my trees to be perfect, you know? You can't do that, all right? You've got to not think, and you've just got to allow that mind's eye to take over. Look at this. Here we go. Woo! Yeah. Okay, you think about that woodpecker when he's trying to get the little bug out of the tree. Is he thinking, ooh, ooh, I got to get the same, ooh, ooh. No. He's like this. Okay, that's what you got to do with your brush. Whew, that hurt a little. Okay. Okay, turn that brush. Turn it every which way. Don't worry about it. You guys have got this. You're letting your freak flag fly on this one. I always got to teach people how to get freaky. All right, let themselves go. There we go. All right. Look at that. Woo, freaking deaky dooku. All right, so that is about enough orange for this girl. Okay? There we go. Now, Same process. I'm going to wash off my Nana, okay? I'm going to dry it off so I don't get the dripsies. And you guys are going to put a little red on that brush, okay? Full on red. And you're going to tap, tap, tap that red on your plate to get most of the paint off the brush, okay? And here we go. Look at this. Here comes the red layer. What? Oh, yeah. You're going to work in some of that red. Okay. Oh, isn't that pretty? Yes, it is. Work it in the in-betweenies. There you go. Bring it in. Woo. See that? Yeah. Woo, baby. Okay. Each one of those sections, you're going to get a little bit of red in there. Accent more of those colors. Add some red in places that you don't have any orange or any of the brown. Okay, this up here is looking a little choppy to me, so I'm going to work it in. Okay. And again, really important that you don't overpack, okay? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Sometimes you got to tell yourself it's time to stop touching it. Okay? Otherwise you get a peckerific world here. You don't want those trees to take over. You don't want those trees to take over your painting, okay? See that? There's one side. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. We're going to accent this with a little bit of red. Look at that. Okay, and again, go in places that you haven't gone with the other colors. All right, like look at this. I'm going to go right here. Why? Just because I feel like it. Okay. There we go. There. How do you guys like this peckerific technique? It's pretty awesome, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. There we go. And there you have it. I think I'm probably going to stop right about there so I don't go over pecky. I don't want to over pecky. Put a little bit up there. And there, look at that. And now my trees are packed out. Look at that, you guys. Right? And I hope that your trees are just as peckerific. Okay? That red against the blue really pops. So make sure you get that full-on red in there. Look. Woo-wee. All right. Now, the last thing that you guys are going to do on this beautiful lakeside painting, okay? You guys are going to wash off your Nana brush, okay? Wash it off. Dry it off so you don't get the dripsies. And right on the tip of that Nana brush, right on the tip, okay? You're all packed out? Well, good. You're going to take a little bit of white, okay? Can you see that? I frayed the end of my brush. Okay? And what you're going to do is you're just going to come in. Boop, 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 boop. Okay? Nice, gentle touches with that white. She's all packed out. Okay? You're going to go in with nice, gentle touches, no patterns, okay? And you're just going to hit the tops of those trees. Right where that sunlight would sun-kiss those trees, right there. Okay? There we go. Just a little bit. Working in just a little bit of white. See that? Beautiful. Okay. There's that. Woo! Look at That's what I'm saying, okay? And then you're going to take a tiny bit of white. We're going to tap it in on this side of the trees. Right on the tip. Whoops, that's too much. That's all right. You can just spread it out. Ooh, look at that. See that? Okay. Spread her out. Just like that. Get her in there. Just a couple of little pokes. Just enough to say, you know what? I know that sun is happy. Happy on the happy little sun on my trees. Okay. And there you go. Just like that. We'll see this little gooby. He got a little bit too overzealous over here. And if you do get a little overzealous, all you gotta do is come in with a little color. All right, look at that. Take a little red. Pop it right over that white. Look. Boom, boom, boom. See, that's the beauty of art. You can never mess it up because you can always go over it. All right, you guys. What? Are we finished early? Yes, we are. I think we got to mark this one down on the calendar. What do you guys think? Okay, and once you get that white in, your masterpiece is complete. Now you guys can rip off your clothes and go skinny dipping in that lake, okay? What I'm going to have you do last, you're going to put your famous artist signature in the lower left or right-hand corner. All right, we'll stick mine right there. There we go. That way, when you guys go to put these in the Metropolitan Museum of Art, they know who did it. All right, you guys, I love ya, okay? Miss Nettie, I'm giving you a big old hug, pumpkin. Mwah. I'm going to see you guys all next Sunday at 7 o'clock. We're going to paint some beautiful yellow finches. All right, I love you guys. Have a great week.